Tips to get an A star in Business Studies 7115. The students who are willing to sit in the examination of O-Level Business Studies 7115 should have some relevant information regarding papers, especially how to conduct the paper to get maximum marks. In this article, there is some necessary information given regarding how to conduct the exam and how to get A star in this subject. First, look at the paper pattern. There are two papers in O-Level Business Studies 7115 exam, Paper 1 and Paper 2. Paper 1. The time allocated for Paper 1 is 1 hour and 30 minutes. It is 80 marks paper that contains a 50% weightage of the total exam. There are 4 questions in this section and candidates have to answer all the questions. Some questions require short answers while some require structured data responses. Paper 2. The time allocated for Paper 2 is 1 hour and 30 minutes. It is 80 marks paper that contains a 50% weightage of the total exam. There are 4 questions in this section and candidates have to answer all the questions. The questions in this paper are case study based. Syllabus and study plan. If we look at the syllabus, we will know that it is comprised of mainly 2 types, that is various topics related to the business and case studies according to the topics. There are various topics in the syllabus related to business like economics, marketing, management and HR, accounting and finance, etc. Besides these topics, case studies are also part of the syllabus. If we study regularly and give proper time to study and understand the core concepts, it is not difficult to get higher grades, even A star. It is highly recommended to study the whole syllabus carefully while preparing for exams. Don't miss any topic, as a question can come from anywhere. Must prepare a revision timetable and follow it. While preparing for exams, you should have an up-to-date syllabus. Tips to solve the questions of Paper 1. 6 marks questions. These questions generally start with do you agree, do you think, justify, recommend, discuss, explain and justify, etc. These questions are asked to check the analytical and evaluation skills of the students. The marking criteria are as follows. 2 marks for knowledge, that how do you understand the core concepts in the questions. 2 marks for the application, that how do you develop the relevant points related to the business scenario given in the paper. 2 marks for evaluation and conclusion with supporting arguments. 4 marks questions. These questions generally start with explain, analyze, identify and differentiate, etc. Do you agree, do you think, justify, recommend, discuss, explain and justify, etc. These questions are asked to check the understanding and evaluation skills of the students while explaining the answers. The marking criteria are as follows. 2 marks for knowledge and understanding, 2 marks for application. 2 marks questions. These questions generally start with what, identify, name, list, define, etc. These questions are asked to check the understanding and core concepts of the topic. Tips to solve the case study section of Paper 2. Do not draft opinion while reading the case study. It is a general practice that most of the students make some opinions related to the situation discussed in the case study. Don't make this mistake. Read the case study like an article and then read the questions. Answer with reasoning. Whenever you write any answer of the case study, write it with proper reasoning, whether it is mentioned in the question or not. Writing answers without reasoning may deduct your marks. What to do when there are more than one correct answers? Sometimes it happens that students think there is more than one correct answer in the case study. In that situation, write one most relevant answer. Then on the next line, write note and start other answers that you think suitable. It is the safest way to secure marks from the deduction. In the case of general questions, if there is a case study regarding the marketing of any product and one question is like, if you are the marketing manager of the company, what strategy will you use to promote that product? In that situation, you should write about marketing strategies you may adopt, as your opinion is required in this question. All of your answers could be accepted unless There are no big mistakes in it.
Please don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.